All right, so this is my deload week. Gotta adjust the exposure here. Too dark. Okay, so basically this is my deload week. Took my deadlifts. I have a single and then a 2x3. So a very small volume reduction. I added 5 kilos to my downsets from last week, but 1 less rep, so maintain that intensity on like the bottom end while I'm lowering down the top end. I felt stronger today than I did last week when I pulled 683. So I'm pretty confident that I could probably have pulled like 705 today, like around similar RP as I did 683. But strength is all about timing, and I got a meet coming up, so got to be smart and just follow the plan. I think more long term, like I could pull that today, but it's like I want to be strong when I'm actually on the platform, not in the gym. So pulling back pretty hard. And just one thing to really note for you guys, as you get stronger, you need to focus on pulling back like hard enough, especially when you start lifting heavier weights, in order for your body to actually adapt from those higher intensities. So, I'm like, oh, I feel good, like I'm still cooked, like I can still tell, like so pulling back hard enough to allow for that future progress and dropping that fatigue. So yeah, I'm going to finish up my last set of deadlifts, and then I'll move on to safety bar squats.
I'll keep the wrapper on.
Is there a shape there?
Alright, I'm just putting on my knee sleeves right now, but I'm going to explain the reason why I'm changing to safety bar squats on my 3rd squat day. And the reason is because it's starting, like the 3 times a week squatting is starting to fuck with my front delts and my pecs, which is affecting my bench press and making my elbows cranky. So this is going to be kind of the workaround for right now. I'm also going to be like reducing down like the frequency where I touch like general upper body volumes, particularly like shoulder girdle shit. So like, a big issue with training splits in general is that you touch your shoulder girdle a lot, and that can cause lots of shoulder issues, and that is usually what causes elbow pain or this whatever. So that's why I'm doing safety bar squats. I've actually responded pretty well to these in the past, so I'm kind of excited to have them back in. They kind of help teach me how to stack my pelvis more and just be a little bit more trusting of my back. So it's been basically about a year since I did these though, since I got I got hurt last year squatting, and we just took them out. So I'm going to be relatively conservative here because it's a new movement pattern. I don't want to be overly aggressive. So yeah, I'll show you what I work up to. It's bad.
Nothing?
I said it's bad. You bring out the dildo gun.
Yeah. I feel like somebody's just like digging in my arm.
Well,
Like a metal.
well, especially if it's on deadlift and you're feeling it tugging.
Yeah. It's weird.
It's a long head of your tricep, man. It's like right there, like right at that passing point.
You go do like some tricep extensions
right there.
or something.
I'll just do push downs.
Yeah.
That's gonna get like the short head.
Yeah.
Cause I bet if you did like lat pull downs too,
Yeah.
I bet you'd be like, ow, 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 that hurts.
Typically, I'll do like T-bar moves. Not T-bar rolls, like actually, but like a hold at the bottom where I just have weight pulling on everything.
You just like protract.
Yeah, and it feels really good. So, I don't know, I might try that. But yeah, I'm supposed to have RDLs, but I don't think I'm gonna do those.
Yeah,
I'm
if it's
just gonna,
hurt.
like, just go do some accessories.
Yeah, just do shit that doesn't hurt for accessories.
Sorry.
Sorry, Dad. So, finished up my leg curls. I got belt squat. So this past week I bumped up in weight a little bit. So we went in about like a 400 calorie surplus for the entire week. Because it was week 4 and I wanted to be strong. And like weight was being pretty stubborn moving up. And so I got up to like basically bumped up from an average of like 191, 193. And now I'm just kind of just maintaining and holding that weight there. That's kind of how I prefer to gain weight is a little bit of a bigger calorie bump, get some body weight moving, move down to maintenance. And as long as my performance is high, like I don't need to like add in more food. And I feel a lot better at this weight. So probably be like around my training weight, like going into the meet, maybe like 194. But yeah, feeling good. Like my waist is the same size. Digestion's overall pretty good most of the time. So usually when I'm gaining weight, I want to make sure that performance is going up and my waist size is not like increasing. My lats feel bigger and my shirts arms feel bigger. Legs feel like they're hugging my knee sleeves a little bit better. Please excuse the Olympic weightlifters. But yeah, now I gotta do my belt squat. I'll show you that.
Yeah, I learned the game from William Wesley. You can never check it. Back to back, but they ain't got no message. Back to back, like I'm on the cover of Legal Respect. Back to back, like I'm Jordan, I can sit and he's out the hole. Very important and very contentious. When I look back, I might be mad I gave you some. Yeah, but I swear, heavy on my eyes. The point of options. I wanna see what you're saying. You gon' make me step out with the brain. You gon' make me buy bottles for sure.
Alright, so I just finished up my session. Overall, pretty good. On deload weeks, I usually feel like relatively strong, but like I just feel like tired. It's like my body is. I know objectively, like I'm like feel pretty wrecked outside the gym. Then I get inside of the gym, and like because I just had a heavy week of training, my ability to lift heavy weights is still pretty high. I could probably have pulled like 716 today. I think on deadlift just by how it felt. But again, like mostly, I know I have a meet in 5 weeks, and I want to make sure I'm strong then, and I'm not like strong right now and like blow my load early. That's a really big part about strength progression, is just being able to pace yourself and time things properly. Because I know, hey, I could pull 716 right now, but if I delay my gratification, I could probably pull even more on my meet week. So yeah, basically, so I'm dealing with this really like weird like elbow tendinitis / shoulder issues just from the 3 times we squatting. Like I said, my plan is just to auto-regulate training to hopefully get this under control. So until I feel better, I'm probably just going to do 3 times a week of benching, pull back on that, do the same 60 bar squat, at least on my tertiary day of squatting. If I need to do 2 60 bar squat days and only 1 comp squat day, that's fine. I think it's really important to be able to adjust your programming based off of like what's happening. So like if you feel really beat up and really tired and like you're just not adapting the way that you want to, you should auto-regulate things. I don't think that you should just run out like something if it's clearly not working, you're feeling really high levels of fatigue, you're in pain. Like that's when you need to change something, because like the reality about programming is that we want to make it like as predictable as possible and as consistent as possible, but humans are not robots, and we need to just that's why a big part about my coaching program is I want to be able to help my athletes be able to identify that sort of develop that self-efficacy where they can make changes like this, and they know the right choices to make. They know like when to push through pain, when it's or when not to, like when to pull back, etc. So yeah, I'm just going to pull back with that, and then for my overall periodization going into this meet, very similar block to what I did last time. Joe is going to let me auto-regulate my top sets a little bit more, as far as being a little more like RPE based this block, as opposed to sort of pacing a progression, just to help me feel a little bit stronger. Like I have some goals, and I know I would need to hit, and what RPE they would have to be at going into my meet. So, but again, I'm not really like going to force anything. I'm just going to take what's there and just focus on having fun with the process. So that's sort of the game plan going into the meet. Keep eating, and just like understand that like long term, like this is not going to be my best meet ever. This is that stepping stone meet. Long term, I still need to be focused more on muscle growth and really just keeping on eating. That's my biggest thing. So yeah, the business is going really well. Clients are fucking crushing it. I really work with a great team of people right now. I'm just so lucky that this is what I get to do. I'm busy doing this. There's not a day I don't wake up, I'm just like, damn, like I can do this. This is my job. So I'm just incredibly grateful, and I am still accepting clients right now. So if you guys are looking to get jacked and strong while developing a lean and aesthetic physique at the same time, links are down below to apply for coaching. We'll love to work with you guys. You can hop on a free call, and no strings is attached, and I will just see if you're a good fit for the program. But yeah, I'm just going to finish up this deload week. I'm going to do everything I can to get this sort of shoulder issues down, and I just reframe this as like this is an opportunity for me to learn from my experiences and refine programming and learn my body a little bit better. So yeah, not stressing out too much about it. I've been here before. Just gotta pull back hard enough on this week and listen to my body, and I'll be fine. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, if you guys have any questions, ask down in the comments below. Talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.